programs with exciting, world-changing potential, but the applications often lacked clear goals, sound strategy, clear performance indicators, and a means of sustainable financing. If their missions were summiting mountains, they proposed some courageous and promising new routes up difficult peaks, but their equipment list wasn't much longer than shorts and sandals. It struck me, this is a waste of time. These are good people with great ideas who need a lot more than little sums of money doled out after endless hours of grant selection meetings. They need deep guidance on how to structure and scale their programs, many of which appear to have real potential. I excitedly pitched my board about how we could use the business toolkit I had been using successfully for years, the same one that had made them all wealthy. To my surprise and disappointment, they were uninterested. As I would later realize, they weren't in it for the impact, despite all the talk of systems change. It was all just theater. They had made a great deal of money and were following a well-traveled path of setting up a foundation because they needed something to do. They also clearly enjoyed the image and prestige of philanthropy and, frankly, the power trip of deciding who gets money. I wanted to dig in deep with each grantee, unpack the underlying business and organizational constraints, help them fill in the blanks on their program and financial modeling, and then go raise capital. Asking this board to engage in that level of work was like asking retirees on a cruise ship to crack open their accounting ledgers. Interacting with other philanthropies and attending philanthropic conferences, I saw more of the same. The appearance of investing in social impact, but little substance, and only a fraction of the necessary capital. Philanthropy as practiced like this was clearly not for me, so I left and pitched my services as a consultant to two of the grantees. They paid me a couple grand a month to write their business plans and guide them through funding and execution. Just like I had done with my previous organizations, I catalyzed multi-million-dollar growth and delivered social impact that improved the lives of many people around the world. But now I was doing it for more than one organization at a time. Success was intoxicating. I worked hard on developing the methodology with moderate levels of success, and then I had the treehouse engagement, where we landed a moonshot in the world of social services, creating a level of social and financial acceleration that few thought possible. It was yet another confirmation that I was on to something truly important, the secret to unlocking the untapped potential of the entire social sector. It made me overconfident. I was not dissimilar to insufferable tech founders who sold their first startup to Google and thought they could do no wrong. Fortunately, my hubris didn't last. I got ejected from client engagements like a virus because I didn't listen enough or spend enough time aligning decision makers. I also chose clients without being careful about first making sure they possessed growth mindsets and risk tolerance. For about 5 years, I produced decent results and even some very strong outcomes, but I also kept failing for reasons that were only clear in hindsight. I would paddle along in my little methodological rowboat, smash into a hidden rock, and sink right to the bottom. Finally, after multiple sinkings and hole patchings, my arrogance gave way to humility, and the humility made me a much better consultant, better able to empathize with my clients. Failure motivated me to improve the process further. It took years of trial and error, the help of supportive colleagues, and the input of hundreds of nonprofit executives and board members, but I eventually landed on a comprehensive, step-by-step process